Hey, what's up, sports fans, and welcome to another exciting episode of Can't Talk Sports. I'm your host, Cameron Gooseby, and today I'll be talking about this game, the Baltimore Ravens and the Tennessee Titans, and these two teams will be facing off in another AFC wildcard matchup. Now, starting off with the Ravens, they are 19th total in offense. They have Lamar Jackson. He's a elusive quarterback. He shows that he's becoming better as as someone who can read a defense and identify where to throw the ball to. Lamar Jackson. He's mostly known for his legs, but he's starting to be known as a passer now. But other than that, Lamar Jackson, you let him loose, he's gone. When you don't put no QB spy on him, or you don't, you just don't figure out what he's doing at all. If you just let him run all over you, then there's no way you can win because then running opens up the passing game and vice versa. Passing opens up the run, and then running opens up the pass. So it's vice versa. But this man Lamar Jackson, he is the reigning NFL MVP for a reason. And Lamar Jackson, thanks to his scrambling ability, it makes him look super good out there on the field. Next, you got Hollywood Marquise Brown. He's a very fast slot receiver. He is someone whose speed is very comparable to Tyreek Hill. I don't know who would win in a race, but when it comes to these two, when it's on the football field, I really honestly can't tell who's faster. Tyreek Hill, he's a very fast slot receiver, but you also got Hollywood Marquise Brown up there, who is just, man, he is a very fast slot receiver. So he always gets everybody on a quick slant. He always goes post route. He's that type of dude who just burns people with just his speed alone. He doesn't even have to jump up for 50-50 balls. He's it's just that he's very fast on the football field. And then next and last but not least, you got Dez Bryant. Dez Bryant, of course, we all know that he used to play in Dallas and everything, right? We all know that, but before that, after Dallas, he wasn't really, he really wasn't playing anymore, but the Ravens decided to pick him up. But Dez Bryant, he shows a lot of athleticism, he jumps up for 50-50 balls, his leaping ability is just very good. And Dez Bryant, he's caught 75 touchdown passes on his career, so honestly, Dez Bryant, he's another wide receiver deep threat down the field for Lamar Jackson, just in case of Hollywood. In case Hollywood struggles, he has an insurance policy with Dez Bryant. Now, next with the defense, they're ranked number 7. They're very good overall. They got Calais Campbell. He's a run stopper. He provides some pressure to opposing quarterbacks, but he's mostly known for stopping the run. And with Calais Campbell, he was in Jacksonville. He was with the 2017 AFC Championship game. He was with that team, and he made that defense really good, and he just made this Ravens defense a whole lot better. But overall, when it comes to stopping the run, then Calais Campbell is the man when it comes to that. Next, you got Patrick Queen. He shows potential. He reads offenses at a pretty good rate for only being a rookie. And he makes a play on the ball all the time. He has 110 tackles on the season. He can get some interceptions. He can get some fumbles, but he makes plays on the ball. And that's what all linebackers are supposed to do. And he's just playing disciplined football. He's not someone who's going to get burned a lot. And honestly, I say in about 2 years from now, he could be a Pro Bowler type of linebacker. And then next you have Marcus Peters and Marlon Humphrey. These two are a solid cornerback duo. They can get interceptions at a solid rate, and they both play the man defense and the zone defense at a very good rate. They play very solidly. And they force turnovers down the field. So if you throw the ball either their way, they can go up and get that interception, and that can very likely cost your team the game. Now next, going with the Titans, they are number 3 offensively. They are very elite. And starting off, we got Derrick Henry. This man is a powerful runner. He exposed the Ravens last year with their run defense, and he is a 2,000-yard rusher, and this man could get 250 rushing yards. He can get 250 rushing yards in a blink. It's really that simple. With him, he breaks tackles. You don't even think of him as very elusive, but with his speed alone, for a big man his size, he's like 6'4", 250. He's pretty big. So even with that size, he can still outrun you. He can still run. He's gonna run over you, and overall, he's just very tough to stop. And then next with Ryan Tannehill, he's a solid QB. He has experience in the playoffs. He didn't take the Titans, but he helped lead the way the Titans to the AFC Championship game last year. And yeah, he's had, like I said, with that deep playoff run, he has experience of like what to do and what not to do, and what kind of throws to make and what not to make in the postseason. So he's a veteran in the NFL, and Ryan Tannehill, he's someone who can get the job done if his surroundings are right. And then next, you have A.J. Brown. He burns quarterbacks with speed and route running. And with these cornerbacks, man, it's becoming a little bit more harder to guard A.J. Brown in the backfield. It's ridiculous. With his speed alone, he gets I don't know how to say it, but with his speed alone, when he gets loose, he is someone else who's gone. He doesn't have the speed of Tyreek Hill or Marquise Brown, but he is, I almost want to look at him as like also one of the fastest wide receivers in the league. But next on that defensive side of the ball, they are terrible. They are ranked 28th in the league in defense. They give up points. They have a lack of a pass rush, and they have almost no help on that side of the ball. They have a solid secondary with Kevin Byard and Malcolm Butler. And Malcolm Butler, of course, was a Super Bowl hero 5 years ago, of course. No, excuse me, 6 years ago now. He was a Super Bowl hero. But even with those two alone, I don't think that's going to be enough to stop the Ravens' offense. So with that in mind, I'm going to give the Ravens a 31-27 victory over the Tennessee Titans, and they will advance to the AFC divisional round. So with that being said, if you guys like this video, I want you guys to leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys later.